Hello, dear educators. Hello, dear teachers. Welcome to this podcast for Teach Connect Talks. Teach Connect Talks connects teachers with podcast. This is the bridge between you and me. Namaste, dear educators. I'm your host, Dr. Padmavati Tungaturthi. As an educationist and quality education specialist, it is both my honor and my responsibility to walk this transformative path with you. Today's episode is called NEP 2020 in Action, a self-audit for every teacher. This special podcast is for job seekers, that is the teachers. If you are ready to go into the classroom, then you must be aware of a certain norms created for us through NEP document, that is NEP 2020. Therefore, it is not from a policy lens that we are going into the classroom with this content, but from the lens of your classroom where transferable knowledge is going to take place. Let us just look at ourselves and introspect. This is a self-audit what we are going to do. Are we ready to bring NEP into practice? Are we designing this kind of classroom? Are we able to envision NEP in our classrooms and school? Let's explore this together through a practical and powerful tool, the NEP 2020 Classroom Self-Audit. Keep a notebook of your notes app ready, either tech if you are a tech savvy, or you can take a notebook. Keep a notebook for all the Teach Connect talks so that you can note down all important points, just like a true 21st century educator. Yes, we're going to go with these NEP 2020 self-audit in a few parts. We will look at four parts of this NEP 2020. First part is how we have to observe ourselves as NEP 2020 educator. What are the pillars which are there? And the next one is the NEP 2020 self-audit. And the third one should be from scores to strategy. What is our score, what we got? And what is the strategy which we are going to put in so that we improve ourselves and we better ourselves. And the fourth part is voices, where we have from the field, wherein we would like to hear inspiring stories of teachers who can work wonders implementing their strategies also customized to our classrooms. Therefore, part by part, if we can go through, see, as I have told you in my last podcast also, I am not somebody who's going to speak hours together. Anything which we are going to do should be very short and sweet, straight to the point. Therefore, there are 10 pillars which are teacher relevant, wherein NEP 2020 is a must. The first one is foundational literacy and numeracy. Are we strengthening the basics, especially in the primary years? If you have suspected that in the classes where you are not teaching and there is a gap in foundation literacy and numeracy, please do inform them. This is the basic and see that the teachers improve. Bring it to the notice of your principal or HOD or the coordinator as per the job descriptions they have. And the second one is competency-based learning, wherein each time it is not about remembering and understanding a content, but you have to apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. For this, better go through Bloom's taxonomy. You will find it. You can just Google it and you find it. Competency-based learning is dependent on the higher order thinking skills of Bloom's taxonomy. The third one is multilingualism, and these, of course, numbers 1, 2, 3, they are not in an order, everything on a flat note. But for our convenience sake, I'm going to talk to you all about one after the other. Are children learning in their home language wherever possible? It's important because they don't strain themselves in this multilingualism concept. The students don't strain themselves. learning becomes much easier. That's how multilingualism will help. And the next pillar, the fourth one, which we can consider is experiential learning. Are we using real life, hands on, and meaningful activities? We got to understand this. Therefore, let us work on experiential learning too. The fifth one is integrated and holistic pedagogy. Are we breaking the subject silos and connecting learning? We are supposed to break them. That's how holistic pedagogy comes into picture. Number six, assessment for learning, which forms the formative learning. Are assessments guiding the students to learning? And are the students able to reflect on the learning? That's the job of assessment for learning. Number seven, portfolio, which every student, irrespective of class, is supposed to maintain, and progress cards. Instead of giving them a report card, let us work on giving the students the progress cards, which consists of cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domain. Number eight should be inclusive and equitable classroom. Are we planning to include all the diverse learners? We should not mistake them to be children with special needs only. Gifted students who are struggling, also come into this equitable classroom and inclusive learning. Number nine, technology integration. Digital tools need to be incorporated. The tech need to be there in the classroom because the world comes to your classroom when you have technology incorporated and interventions take place. Number 10, teacher must be a lifelong learner. We need to upgrade ourselves as much as possible so that we can always better ourselves. For everything in this part 2, in this part 2, for everything we need to have a self audit. For every component which is given above, we need to maintain that 1 to 5 grade, wherein grade 1, the point 1 is when you have not yet started, just started, it's 2, trying to incorporate now and then is 3, incorporating but not up to satisfaction is 4, and number 5 is there is a mastery. Grade on every component of this, whether we are including assessment for learning, integration, experiential learning, for all these topics, please do incorporate or take one by one component, observe yourselves for a later date, take the journey along with you, one component each time during the classroom when you are facilitating the lesson, observe it and grade yourself. This is how we will try to know and incorporate. See, now you got all the scores. Did you pause the video and do the grading? You need to pause this video and do the grading for yourself on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best and 1 for the starters. If you have done this, you will know as to what are the 3 domains which you have planned to better yourself. Or will you take a month's time to slowly do one domain after the other, do the introspection, and come back and do the work? Yes, that's also a good idea. This video is not just for you to listen and not for this podcast, not for you to just listen and leave it. You will have these components in your mind forever. Now, what to do once you have obtained the scores? For some, you must have got 4, for some, you must have got 3, for some, you must have got 5. I know that for some, you will definitely get a 5. I will give you a practical tip as to how you should implement and go to that better teacher level. For each domain, when you have want to better yourself, do one thing. Pedagogy, say the first one. Try using a think pair share activity in your next lesson. Are you doing? Are you discussing? Or are you incorporating a collaborative learning? How much of 21st century skills are you writing them down there? In the same way, number two is multilingualism. Are you having a language bridge moment? Are you trying to tell a story in your mother tongue? Or are you trying to bring in a concept from a different area of subject into your classroom and try talking to the students in their mother tongue? Number three, have you included any tiered activities? One core activity, a pleasant activity to support this, and another one, an extension task? Write all these points for yourself. The more you have clarity on your concept, the more easy it is for you. Assessment. Bring your next lesson with an entry question and an end with an exit ticket. What is that entry question you have and what is that exit ticket you have? Number five is integration. How are you going to connect the real world knowledge with the present theme, sustainability, environment, food, money, finances, skills to be improved, content writing? This is what you got to work on it. Therefore, one thing at a time, do one thing. After having incorporated one, you can go to another thing, another vertical. Don't be feeling overwhelmed about this. Take a student choice. Ask the students as point number six. Ask the student whether they would want to do a visual, auditory, or a reading writing, or a kinesthetic activity. Are you able to cater to at least two of these in the classroom? This is a checkpoint for you. Number seven, you must use one simple tool for pedagogy. Either you use Google Forms or a Padlet or a Quizzes. There are many free tools available to incorporate it. Free version is more than enough for students until grade 12 too. You can use, yes, teachers got to be tech savvy. You got to learn a tool, implement a tool, then go to another tool. Every tool has a little advantage over the other. Which one do you want to incorporate? Kahoot, Padlet, and Google Form. These are my favorites. Then you come to the well-being segment. Are you starting a gratitude circle every Friday? Mental health, the students' physical health. Are you checking on these? These are powerful but transformative concepts. Don't forget to have parent engagement because you need to incorporate some activity wherein the parent also would want to help the student. All this will bring to the end of this betterment by professional growth. Therefore, I would also like to tell a story about a teacher who I know in Hyderabad. After learning about NEP, she started student portfolios and she's enjoying her profession like anything. She has found that